Like I feel proud, like hearing just built in Africa, you feel, wow, this is something that is in Africa. And after going through the website and seeing what's going on, I felt so good seeing that what you're doing is just bringing together people in the tech ecosystem.
You're in the right place. Welcome to the Built in Africa podcast, where we connect trailblazers of the African diaspora through the unifying language of tech. On this episode, we connect with Suzanne Ware, software engineer at Microsoft and creator of the YouTube channel TechSpace. Let's get into it. Motivated by the desire to give back, Suzanne shares how the Rails Girls community played a role in the genesis of TechSpace.
I started learning to code when I was in school, and like the education doesn't provide like the complete way of programming, just gives you like the basic platform and you have to go research by yourself the other things. So I ended up joining a community, a tech community in Mombasa, and I joined that team of Rails Girls. And like from there, I got to continue growing. Like they helped me become a better programmer, and we grew a lot to a point where we started tutoring other people how to code. And from Rails Girls Mombasa, we ended up having Rails Girls Nairobi. We now have Rails Girls in other towns as well. Yeah, so me getting to grow from a community, I felt like I needed to give back. And the best way of me to do this was using an online platform, mostly because I was shy to talk to a lot of people, but talking to a camera, like it was much easier.
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think that's how TechSpace grew. I just wanted to give back to the community and continue inspiring other developers.
The majority of Kenya's YouTubers produce content for the travel, lifestyle, and food space. The TechSpace channel, however, is a place where Kenyan techies can learn, grow, and be inspired. Recognizing that developers need more than programming tutorials, Suzanne is creating content that helps devs with their soft skills.
I have been mostly talking about soft skills in tech, like how people can best leverage on soft skills while we are in tech, because we also need these skills, other than tech skills. We mostly focus on, do I know how to code? Do I know the best way to do this? But we forget things like communication. How do you interact with people, with your teammates? So mostly I've been focusing on that. I think I am emphasizing on communication because I think I had that problem of not being able to communicate enough. After joining Andela, I was forced to constantly, not forced, but I had to constantly communicate and over communicate. Otherwise, people will feel like you're not a good team player. You're not letting us know what you're doing. You're not sharing your ideas. Um, I'd say the best way I learned this was just to overcome imposter syndrome, understanding that whatever you say could be wrong, but then, yes, you'll be corrected and life moves on. You won't die. It's also good to just like share your ideas and just be confident enough with what you're doing.
Well-intended content creators know that all the time and energy, blood and sweat is worth it when you can impact the life of at least one person. Sharing that same belief, Suzanne discusses how she's impacting the lives of people with TechSpace.
It felt nice when I realized that I had impacted at least one person. She didn't have my contacts, but she went through Facebook and found people who had posted my videos and DM'd them and asked them, how can I get in touch with Susan? And she finally did. She was given my email address and she reached out. She said she was really inspired by like what we are doing in TechSpace and she was switching from another career to software development, and like the videos inspired her to continue like having that vision towards being a software developer. And we have been constantly communicating. So she reaches out whenever she has any question, and recently she got her internship.
They say your perspective shapes your reality. Listen as Suzanne shares how her perspective as a woman in tech has evolved throughout her journey.
At first it was easy because as I told you, like I started out in a group of women, the Rails Girls Mombasa team. So it was just us learning how to code, helping each other grow. But I'd also say that we have been holding each other accountable until today. Like we still follow up on each other. So yeah, it's also good to work in a group of women. Like the community is we're still intact. But moving on, when I applied to, of course, this is my first job. We were in a group of about 30 people, but then maybe 6 of them were girls. I'm not sure of the exact number if it's 30, but we were only like 6 to 7 girls. So it was like, whoa, this is just a whole other environment. And then we got put into smaller teams. So we were in a team of 7 guys, and I was the only girl. And so we were supposed to work together. So I'd say sometimes you'd get the imposter syndrome because, men are tougher. They're more aggressive. They're more outgoing. They go after things faster than we do. Like we start analyzing things before we actually do them. I did feel a bit weird. Like I felt like I needed to reach out to them before doing something. I felt like maybe they knew better. But while we went on working together, I realized that they are colleagues as well. Like it's what I can also share my ideas, and I can learn from them and they can learn from me as well. So with time, I have come to just not take my colleagues as men and regard myself as a woman. Like we are all working together, we're all sharing ideas, we're all building something. So I have stopped analyzing myself as a woman in the tech ecosystem. Yeah, just focus on what you're bringing to the table and what you're learning from other people around you. Don't have imposter syndrome because you're a woman.
And that's it for this episode. If you haven't already, check out the full article on our website, builtinafrica.io, found in the description. And while you're there, subscribe to our newsletter so we may keep you up to date with the latest. But until then, keep building.